Are you ready to see the most horrific looking apartment you've seen your entire life? I do not think you are ready. It is a small apartment, which is fine. We don't have many small apartments in The Sims 4 San Myshuno, but taking a look, guys, look at it. What on earth is going on here? I don't even need to explain it. The entire place, like, let's be honest, guys, it looks like a crack den. The entire, oh, like this bedroom. Oh, but like it is a crack den, like, let's be honest. I was watching Deligrecy's little apartment reno series and it made me inspired, so here we go. I feel like, to be realistic, we can't add or remove any walls because in real life, like, you wouldn't be able to do that. But there's also things in the apartment that you can't remove. So like this drain thing, you literally can't remove it. Same with this, what is this, electric meter? And we've got some pipes here, literally in the most inconvenient place, but we can't remove any of them. We're doing an entire renovation. But the reason why I love apartments in city living is because you do have to be quite realistic with it. So obviously the carpet's gotta go. I kind of want to make it look like a real apartment building. I don't know what it's like in any other country, but in a lot of British apartments, they do love a grey carpet. So we're having a grey carpet because it feels like a very default thing for an apartment. I want to have some lino as well for the kitchen. I want to keep the kitchen as is because, again, I want to kind of make it realistic because in reality, obviously, they wouldn't really be able to move the kitchen. We really need some like better lino in The Sims 4. We literally have none. I'm just gonna have to use tiles instead. I want it to be proper modern. Like, I've been apartment hunting in real life and there are so many of these tiny horrific apartment buildings like this, but they give it like a grey carpet and a white wall and call it modern with a matte black IKEA kitchen set, and like they upsell it for like £2,000 a month and it's just this tiny horrific one-bed studio. I kind of want to recreate one of those. Call me ungrateful, but is there a reason why EA hasn't just given us a plain white wall with a trim? Like, not one. The one singular most popular vanilla thing I think we could all categorically say we want. We don't have it. That is The Sims 4 for you. There's so much stuff in build mode, but never anything that you want. Okay, we're gonna compromise, go for this one. Now, oh my god, I just realized there's like a mouse hole as well. This apartment is awful. I'm so sorry to whoever has to live in here. You are not gonna have a good time. So I went to take a poo and I paused my video recording when I did it, and like I was talking to myself when I got back. I was like talking through this whole video, everything we were doing in this kitchen, and then I realized 15 minutes later that the camera is on pause, so you didn't see any of that. Rookie error. Anyways, we've got a My First Home Chef Hustle kitchen, although I might change it because I'm not so happy about it. I just feel like kitchens never look right in The Sims 4. I can never get them perfect. Although the most difficult thing is gonna be the living room. Can we fit a 3-seater sofa? To be fair, we can. We're not having a dining room, like it's not happening. I feel like if you lived in a tiny apartment like this, like you wouldn't need one anyway. If we put stools here, then, you know, it's dumb. We don't need one. Though I feel like 4 is a bit dramatic. See me, this is a single bedroom. I do like this sofa. What pack did this come with? The Book Nook kit. Love that. I actually want to use this painting that's actually a TV. If you don't know, this TV, apparently it's based on a real life Samsung TV, that it looks like a painting, but then you turn it on and it's like a proper TV. Thought it's quite clever. We've just got to find a way of dealing with the ugliness here. I mean, I could conceal it all with the move objects on cheat, but I feel like that is cheating a little bit. I want to make it kind of realistic, so we've got to leave it all open. Guys, I think I'm backtracking on the carpeted living room. I don't think it's the vibe, is it? I think if we go for planks, yeah, that is a lot more sexy. I will leave the bedroom carpeted. I think that looks better. But here, I'm going to leave it planked. I don't know why I said leave it planked. That sounds like a, I don't know, like a sex act. Do you know what I mean? Do you want to get planked? It is looking very grey and white so far, I admit that. We will add colour. I just think we'll have to add it with all the decorations. I do love a grey house. I really love it. If it's colourful, happy and vibrant, I don't want it in my house. I kind of like the idea of having an old school stereo here. I think the place is coming together nicely, but like I admit, we do need a bit of colour. Okay, the latest kit, I say we're adding colour, we are adding something beige, but the latest kit came came with a curtain, and it came with a curtain rod that goes with it in the middle, and I love it. Oh, I really should be adding color, but I'm making it everything gray. I'm sorry, I just love gray. It's my favorite color. It's not. Green is my favorite color. Red is my second favorite color. But I do admit, like, it is pretty nasty. All right. What if we just add some plants here and there, because it does look bad. Gosh, I mean, this corner here is screaming for a Christmas tree. Look at that. I do, honestly, I don't know if anyone else does this, but when I build living rooms in The Sims 4, I always try and think, where can the Christmas tree go when it comes to Christmas time? And I always leave a space for it. Don't know if that's a bit psychopathic, but like, I do love Christmas and I always think about these things. But I'm just thinking, if we use like a big plant like this, maybe it can hide the copper pipes. It can't really hide them. I don't think there's anything we can do. Unless I put a PC desk like right here, or is that like overly cramped? I mean, the whole space here is so cramped. I think we're gonna have to do it. I feel like if you're living here, like, you can't have a nice big open plan space. Like, it's got to be cramped. There is no other way. I just feel like, you know, if you live here, you are asking for it. Do you know what I mean? Also, I kind of like that it's not totally matchy-matchy. Like, we've got the really strong black and the strong white together. I feel like whenever I try and do houses in The Sims 4, I always try and make everything match, everything perfect. But in real life, like real life properties, they don't look like that. Real life places are a lot more scattered and they're a lot more random. In fact, maybe we should, make everything black. I never ever do black builds. Maybe it's something we need to go for. We need to just embrace it. It is October as we're recording this video. Embrace your dark side. Though the coffee table, you've got to go. Oh, I actually really like this one. I used to bash growing together for having quite awful build mode, but it is growing on me. Although we never have swatches that I want. Every time I see something nice, there's never a good swatch. Do you know what? I bashed Everyday Clutter Kit for being awful. Do you know what? I do really like it. I do think it's a pretty good kit. I'm not gonna lie. I think if you like cluttering your builds, like, you do need it. Now, in addition to the plants and all the other clutter, I am putting some baby wipes on the table. Why am I putting wipes on the table? Wow, a single man lives here. A lonely single man. That is all I'm gonna say. What he watches on his Samsung painting TV, that is none of our business. He's on a top floor apartment, it seems, so it's not like anybody can peep through his window. Nobody's gonna know. I do admit, it is so hard finding decorations in this game. If everything had like a normal name, it would be okay. It's the fact that everything is so scattered and nothing has a normal name. Like Lucky Man Folded Laundry. Why is it called Lucky Man Folded Laundry? Who in their right mind is gonna be searching Lucky Man in the little bar? Do you know what I mean? I feel like EA instead need to sort out clutter by room. Kitchen clutter, bathroom clutter, living room clutter, miscellaneous clutter. Like, I feel like if they did it that way, I feel like people would appreciate build mode a lot more. Because right now, like, it's not it. You know, I do really like this little space. I feel like it's quite cozy. Again, like, I would have put more bar stools here. I just don't think we need them. Or do we add them to fill the space? Maybe, maybe we do add them to fill the space. Maybe you're having a house party. I don't know. I've just realized as well, the wall height here is so big. Why is it so big? It's gonna be hard to fill the space. Also, this door, the door is in the most horrific position, but I feel like it would be really unrealistic to move it. So I'm gonna keep it as is. Don't Sims enter a shower bath thingy from the left-hand side? So we can cover the right-hand side with a counter and it should be okay, I believe. Or, I think we can only fit in a normal basic sink. Also, I do want to use a Japanese toilet. When I first moved into my Japanese apartment, like, the first thing I noticed was my electric toilet, and I sat on it straight away before I did anything else. It's like a fond memory for me. So now whenever I build apartments in The Sims 4, I do use an electronic toilet. It's just like tradition. I will admit to you, like, I'm not a big fan of the bathroom clutter kit. Everything's so weirdly, like, oversized, like these towels or the toilet plunger. Why is this thing so big? It's almost as big as like the actual toilet. The pack's not very good for decorating a bathroom, like I will be honest. Neither is this humongous 2-tile door, but we're gonna have to make do. So the bedroom is the area I think that's gonna be the most challenging because it is rather small. Although apartments in real life, they have tiny bedrooms. Honestly, like when I was looking for flats in Manchester, the amount of awful ones which were so small. Okay, I'm gonna change it just to show you, but like, I've literally been looking at flats with bedrooms like this, and then they will literally like have a bed like this in the room, and that's just how big it is. And like they upsell it for so much money, it is insane. The crap they get away with is crazy. I do love the Modern Luxe kit. It is the ultimate B&M Home Bargains chav kit, and I love it. I use it in almost all of my builds now. Although, again, I think we're gonna have to move the bed really, really close up to the wall, and then maybe put something in the corner here. We obviously need a tall wardrobe. I think this is the only way we're gonna be able to make it fit. I hate it. I hate the way this looks, but it's all we can do. I also hate how nothing clips to certain shelves. Why doesn't this live, laugh, love sign clip to this shelf? There's no reason why it shouldn't be able to clip up on here. There we go. The game says no. Again, maybe we need a shelf kit full of just decorations and things you can put on shelves. Again, like I feel like we have so much, but not enough at the same time. So, oh, we will also put tissues next to the bed. I think you know why. Not that I use tissues, I use flashable toilet wipes. A lot more hygienic. Feel like that was another overshare. Every time I do a build video, the overshares do come out. I can't help myself. So I'm thinking of changing the wall swatch. I feel like this color is not working. I think we need something a little bit darker. Maybe a gray, is that too much? I feel like the gray works. And I would like some blinds. I really wish we had open blinds in The Sims 4, but I don't think we're ever going to get them in The Sims 4's lifespan, it seems, which is a shame. But I feel like, okay, it looks lived in at the very least. Actually, I want to pop a decorative clothes rail in here too. Again, I think it makes it look a lot more lived in. I always like to add some kind of hobby activity in every single build that I do. So I'm thinking we just pop a random guitar in here that they can use. Clearly this person likes music a lot. I feel like the space looks lived in, which is what I was trying to go for. I'm very much happy with this little reno. I think it looks a lot better than it did before. I'll pop it on the gallery if you want. If you don't know, with apartments on the gallery, you have to remove a couple of random walls, just like this, and then upload it as one big room, and then you save the room. 910 Medina Studios Reno. There we go. Boom. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.